Jets fans packed Shea Stadium, and they were going crazy because Joe Namath was going to start at quarterback for the second straight game after missing the first 10 games due to knee surgery recuperation. And he didn't disappoint. Jets' running game was really clicking. Rookie John Riggins ran 17 times for 99 yards, and number 32 Emerson Boozer had 13 carries for 34 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Jets beat the Bengals 35-21, and there was hope that Namath could turn the Jets' fortunes around in 1972 as they finished with a 6-win, 8-loss record in 1971. Please click the like button and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, and let's get after it. 32 degrees with an 18-mile-per-hour wind? That's good sandwich eating weather in Chicago. Now, this dude may have been on something. What do you think? Rookie linebacker Chuck Winfrey blasted quarterback Bobby Douglas on this play. Douglas rushed 3 times for 27 yards. Rob Lee took his lumps, too, as he was blindsided by number 48, strong safety Ron Smith. Check out the smattering of blood on number 55, Doug Buffone's pants. You don't see that today. Eagles number 26, Al Nelson, picked off this Randy Johnson aerial that bounced off the hands of number 22, Rocky Thompson, and the Eagles never relinquished their lead. Number 14, Pete Lisk, fired to sometimes linebacker, sometimes tight end, Steve Zabel. Wide receiver Ben Hawkins soared to snare this pass, and the Eagles had a 21-0 lead. Fran Tarkenton did not play in this game as he sat out as part of his demand to be traded. Old reliable number 40, Joe Morrison, scooted 45 yards to pay dirt for the last of his 65 NFL touchdowns. Pete Lisk answered with a 63-yard rainbow to Swift Harold Jackson, who had 7 catches for 145 yards in this touchdown. Houston's Astrodome was the stage for some otherworldly exploits, as the Chargers and quarterback John Hadl were transfixed by the eighth wonder of the world. In 1971, John Hadl led the NFL in passing attempts, completions, yards, and touchdowns. Number 39 is Robert the Tank Holmes. He rushed 16 times for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns, and added 23 receiving yards in a fine effort. Number 35, running back Woody Campbell floated a scoring strike to wide receiver and future Hall of Famer Charlie Joyner. In 1972, Joyner would play 6 games for the Oilers and another 6 games for the Bengals. Pastorini and Burrow hooked up on a 63-yard touchdown, one of many brilliant long pass plays they would enjoy over the next 8 years. Strong safety Ken Houston received a cut to his right cheek that later required 6 stitches. He missed 2 plays, but in the second play after he returned to action, he returned this Hadl pass 35 yards for a touchdown. Just 34 seconds later, he did it again. this time from 29 yards out. And Houston returned 9 interceptions for touchdowns in his first 5 years, which was an NFL record which stood for years. Just a little bit later, Hadel fired his third pick six of the game, this time to free safety Bob Atkins. The 1971 Oilers only won 4 games, but they won their last 3 games. It was just cause for the players to carry head coach Ed Hughes on their shoulders. Cardinals' passing game hit a brick wall against the Cowboys. Their quarterbacks only completed 12 of 43 passes for 127 yards. They were intercepted twice and sacked twice. Number 33, Dwayne Thomas had a field day, as he was the game's leading receiver with 61 yards and the game's leading rusher with 83 yards. He scored 4 touchdowns to tie a Cowboys record. This game did not have any playoff implications, but the Broncos treated it as if there were, with this fake field goal attempt by number 40, Jack Gierke, who hit John Mosier. Daryl LaMonica got absolutely dusted by number 79, Carter Campbell, while bad boys Bob Boomer Brown and 3 Mile Lyle Alzado wrestled for the rights to the ball. Bright spot of the Broncos season was number 44, Floyd Little, who clinched the NFL rushing title with 1,133 yards, 28 more than Packers rookie John Brockington. He rushed 24 times for 79 yards on the day. Falcons head coach Norm Van Brocklin had his players hitting hard. Burt Malone blasted off left tackle for Atlanta's first score. He rushed 8 times for 24 yards. He's the older brother of fellow NFL running back Benny Malone. With 8 minutes left in the game and Atlanta trailing 17-10, Bob Berry launched this rocket that tallied 84 yards. Ken Burrow had 8 catches for 190 yards and 1 touchdown. New Orleans hit a 36-yard field goal after Art Malone scored from 1 yard out, so Bob Berry was back at it again, this time hitting Wes Chesson for 19 yards. With 40 seconds left in the game, the Falcons won the game when Bob Berry connected with Ken Burrow. Jan Stenerud booted 5 field goals in this game. The last time these two teams played, twice in 1969, he also booted 5 field goals in each game. John Leipold connected on 3 field goals, and both offenses failed to score a touchdown. The Chiefs had the AFC Western Division Championship sewed up prior to the start of the game, so starting players like quarterback Len Dawson did not play, except in Dawson's case to hold the ball for Stenerud's kicks. The Browns had 9 less first downs than the Redskins and 123 less total yards, but they're able to play them even through 3 quarters on the road. Roy Jefferson showed the talent that made him a Pro Bowl player in 1971. This was one of his 47 catches on the year and shows how difficult he was to tackle after the catch. Number 34, Mike Howell, intercepted 27 passes in his career, all with the Browns, for whom he played from 1965 through part of the 1972 season. He played exactly 1 game with the 72 Dolphins, but he can call himself a Super Bowl champion. Patriots upset the Super Bowl champion Colts, which left the Colts in second place behind Miami in the AFC Eastern Division. Instead of playing in Kansas City on Christmas Day in the first round of the playoffs, they were playing in Cleveland on December 26th. Number 18, Randy Vataha, was small at 5'9", 170 pounds, but he came up big in this game by catching 4 passes for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 76, Dave Rowe, tipped this John Unitas pass, and number 57, Steve Kiner, nabbed it. He was bulldogged to the turf by the human bowling ball, number 48, Don Nottingham. Charlie Gogolak kicked this line drive that didn't stand a chance, and Baltimore was in business. Or so it seemed. Unitas hit Eddie Hinton twice with scoring passes in the second half, 13 and 31 yards. This was Bart Starr's last NFL game. He completed 13 of 22 passes for 126 yards, 31 of them on this pass to Donnie Anderson. The 5-time NFL championship quarterback and 2-time Super Bowl MVP was sacked 4 times, and in 4 games played in 1971, he did not throw a touchdown. Number 42, Paul Warfield, made first-team All-Pro in 1971. Check out number 66, Ray Nitschke's hard landing after Warfield was already downed. Down 20-6 late in the fourth quarter, Green Bay attempted a silly 54-yard field goal by Tim Webster, the Packers' third kicker utilized in 1971. He was now 0 for 4 beyond 30 yards. Curtis Johnson raced 47 yards for the game's final score. Weather was overcast in Pittsburgh, and the Steelers' early play was dreary too. Terry Bradshaw completed 20 of 34 passes for 163 yards, 4 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, and he was sacked 3 times. But he made this tackle. The Rams scored the first 3 times that they had the ball. Number 33, John Frenchie Fuqua, displayed fine dancing moves on the patio rug. He picked up 56 yards receiving on the day. Now, here's a play you don't see every day. Greg Landry broke the single-season quarterback rushing yardage record in 1971 with 530 yards. Greg Landry was desperate and misfired to number 57 Frank Nunley, nicknamed Fudgehammer, which sealed the 49ers' victory. The upper deck at Candlestick Park looks like it was being added or renovated. If anyone has any information regarding this, please leave it in the comments.